Younghoe Koo was the hero for the Falcons with a 29-yard game-winning chip shot. Sean Payton said he actually tried to let the Falcons score a touchdown with 50 seconds left, but they wouldn't. They ran the clock down to 3 seconds, and then Koo was ice water. Now, why the Falcons were in that position, that's the question. Let's start with the most obvious issue Sunday. The drops just killed the Saints. If you said, give me one image to sum up this game, you know what? It might be that one, or it might be that one, or maybe it might be that one. Sean Payton said Monday, Trevor Siemian graded out well, but he got no help. Siemian's quarterback rating against the Falcons was 94.5, which isn't great, but it isn't terrible. Over the course of a season, that would be 18th best in the NFL, but it should have been a lot better, which brings us to number 3. The Saints' offensive weaponry is just not good. That, of course, does not include this guy. He's as good as it gets. And Mark Ingram looks like a really good complement to Alvin Kamara, but in the passing game, the Saints' set of receivers and tight ends right now might be the weakest in the NFL. The Saints' most productive receiver so far this season has been Deontay Harris. He averages 46 yards a game receiving, but just among NFL wide receivers, the Saints' best guy is 52nd best in the NFL, meaning most teams have 2 wideouts who are more productive than the Saints' best guy, and the Saints' most productive tight end has been Adam Troutman, who right now is 33rd in the NFL. So every team has a more productive tight end. The point is, other than Alvin Kamara, the Saints haven't really been able to count on anyone in the passing game. Because of that, they're 31st in the NFL in passing yards per game. In big plays, that's 25-yard plays or more, they're tied for 29th in the NFL, and in yards gained after the catch, they're 31st. These numbers are not conducive to offensive success. And unless somehow this guy winds up in black and gold, it's hard to see how the passing game is going to get a lot better. And number 2, the Saints have been able to overcome their lack of explosiveness with terrific defense, but on Sunday, they put very little pressure on Matt Ryan. Ryan has now played the Saints 26 times. Sunday was his 10th win against 16 losses, but this is what Ryan experienced for most of Sunday: a clean pocket with excellent sight lines. Now, the Saints did get 2 sacks on back-to-back plays in that fourth quarter comeback, but for 3.5 quarters and in the final minute, Ryan was just not pressured. In total pressures, which measures hurries and knockdowns and sacks, the Saints currently rank 21st in the NFL. That's not horrible, but with an offense struggling to find weapons, it's not good either. The hope was that David Onyemata's return last week would change that number. It hasn't really, at least not yet. And at number 1, 8 games in, we're now getting a clearer picture of who the 2021 Saints are, and they are upside down. Better so far this season against good teams. They have 3 wins against current playoff teams and also 2 losses against bad teams. But the Saints right now are a playoff team, firmly in the 6th spot in the NFC. 7 teams get in, and yes, right now the Atlanta Falcons are a playoff team too. And looking ahead, 3 of the next 4 games are against current division leaders. But in this upside-down season, the Saints are 2-0 against division leaders. So here's the point: who knows what's coming next? And that is my number 1 takeaway from the wild and disappointing loss to the Falcons.